The following is a presentation of TFNN. Trade what you see with Larry Pesavento. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. Now, Larry Pesavento.
Okay, folks, I want to go over those cycles that I've been looking at from January 23rd. You'll see here, this is where we were. That's where I recommended going short. It went from 61.60 down to 59.50. That was 210 handles. And look what's happened. And, I'm sure some people put a stop in here somewhere. This acting so fast, I can't even get it out to you, and I can only send one video a day. But I mentioned this, of course, yesterday. You can see here, today's low right here was an exact 382 of the low right here, right at the very beginning. It went through the 618 like it didn't even exist, and away it went. Remember, this is the important part, because that was a low right there, was that 61% retracement there on Monday. There, well, it was actually Sunday night. There it was right there. And you can see, stop there, and boom, we're still going higher. Now, if we take this out, which we probably are going to, we missed it by the Dow Jones by about 3 ticks. And that means it'll probably take it out. But I'm watching the numbers, and if it happens, it happens. But that's the way it is. Both Stan Harley and I are bearish. I have not put a position on this after this happened, because you had a little 382 pullback here, still acting very bearish, so you can't stand in front of it. As a matter of fact, I'll show you something in a moment. Well, I think I could show it to you now. Hold on just a second, because we had something that looked real. There was the low today, right here. You can see there was a low that we were looking at, and we've been going up ever since. This last little pullback from the high to the low here, exactly 382. Looks like we're going to go up and make new highs. So you can't stand in front of it. That's basically what I'm trying to say. Now let's take a look at the NASDAQ, because it also did exactly the same thing. Today's low, 382 of the low we made right back here, just spot on. Now we got another one here. I want to go over a couple of these because they're relatively important. That was the NASDAQ. This one right here is the Dow Jones this morning. There it was last night. Okay. Now we've gone way above here, folks. We've already completed. We haven't made the ABCD, but we're already moving higher. What we'll do here, remember the Dow Jones is only a few stocks, so it's not like it's going crazy. Let's get this moved over here, and we'll get this up here so we can see it right here, and we'll get the daily chart up so you can see it right. It's supposed to go down right now, but don't bet on that one. Don't bet on any of them. But anyway, that's what the theory is. Okay, let's just look at this for just a second. We'll get the hourly chart, and as you can see here, we didn't quite make new highs on the daily basis, because if you look at the daily, you missed it by 10 ticks. This high was 51.76, and this high was 51.59, so it missed it by 10 ticks. Just a second. Byron's radio show time. I'll call you in an hour, okay? Sorry, buddy. Bye-bye. Okay, all right. That's what we're looking at. Now we're up 10 days in a row. We've got Chinese New Year tomorrow, which is the year of the snake. It's also a new moon, and it's going to be pretty exciting. But we've had a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11-day run. That puts it in the outlier event of standard deviations, but this can go a lot higher, folks. I'm basing everything that the S&P doesn't make new highs, and the NASDAQ doesn't make new highs. Now, the NASDAQ, we'll get this up here so we can take a look to see what it did. I've already shown you that. Now, let's look at on the hourly basis. Now, this is being affected by that deep six, whatever it's called. This is the hourly. Now, what we're looking at right now, here's where we are. We're almost at the exact 61% retracement of the high right back here, 21585. We're 20 points away. So that's what you'll be looking at. The 50% stopped it for a little bit, even stopped it a little bit last night, and then the low this morning, spot on, exactly 382, right on the open. and there it goes off to the races. So we're right up here now. You're getting ready to see it. 25578, that's the number. And if you believe in Fibonacci, you could put a nickel on it, and maybe you'll get back 3 cents in return. Who knows? All right, those that I'm looking at. Now, folks, it's not a big deal if Stan and I are wrong. We admit when we're wrong, and it certainly looks like we're wrong right here. What I did was the first move back on the S&P, I sold the 382 retracement. It looked pretty good, and then it went right back above it. So I was out of that one at pretty much break even. But the market's acting so fast on the downside. I mean, to drop 210 handles in the S&P and come back 130 handles, I can't get the information out fast enough. There's just nothing I can do. I do it in the videos the best I can, but these markets are so active, but they follow the numbers that we talk about. And if you'll do that, you're going to be okay. So that's the main thing. That's the main thing we want to cover here. Now let's get these out of the way here. Talk about the currencies a little bit. Well, I think we should do gold for. No, we'll do this is the one that to me is still acting the worst of all. This is the Treasury bond. We've had a little bit of a bounce here. Let's get the hourly chart up because that's what I think we were focusing on. There it was. We had the move up here. This was a 382 right up here. All we've done now today is to back off a very slight amount, not very much. I mean, it still says there. Time out. Getting ready for spring already. There's the 382 retracement right here. You come up and look at the next one up today. There's the second 382 retracement right here. So it's still acting relatively bullish. On the long-term picture of Treasury bonds, this is not a bullish picture, folks. There's the 382 from this level right here. We're up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 days. And that's pretty much all you should get. Now you should get a pullback coming in here, just like when you had the rally here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We're at 14 days. And then it came off. So the day counts are important. The main thing is if you get a count that you're up more than 8 days, Larry Williams used to teach this. It was called the outlier event, and that meant that the market was going to go 12, 13, 22, and that's it. I think the largest number of up days, now I'm going back to history now, the largest back in the days of the 80s and stuff, the largest number of days of a market going up or down was held by, I believe, silver and cocoa. 22 days up was the rally, or was the number of days up in a row, and 22 limit down days in silver. I remember that one because that was back during the 80s when silver topped at $54 for the first time. It's been there 3 times in its lifetime and probably heading higher as we speak. So let's take a look at what the clock on the wall says. We have 38 seconds to go. It gives us a chance to look at the next question, which is Mr. Appel, who's down by the well. And we'll see how that's acting. It's been hit really hard recently. Let's see how it's doing. Whoa, it's up to 138. We've got a rally going in Apple. Let's take a quick look at it.
This year has already been a wild ride for the market. We started off heavily in the red, and now it seems like we may be traversing back to all-time highs. In short, this market has been a whiplash and requires constant pivoting. Where does the market go next? Should I add to this position or cut my losses? Where is the next opportunity? Analysis paralysis. Don't become a victim of this intense market. Instead, join Larry Pesavento for the second and fourth Friday of every month for 4 hours of live trading. Larry has been through many markets just like this one, and his insights are invaluable. The next event is this Friday, January 24th from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern. If you subscribe today, you'll also be able to attend his session February 8th. Get in here and let's start trading. TFNN, educating investors.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the opening call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
Sharpening your skills as an investor is like getting better at playing a musical instrument. You have to practice, sure, but you also need excellent instruction from experts. At TFNN, you'll get advice and guidance from the authority in technical market analysis. And it's not just dry, tedious text either. TFNN airs live financial content streamed live on TFNN.com and TFNN's YouTube channel with Tiger TV, live every market day from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern, for free. Each host is an experienced trader and gives their take on the market while taking calls and questions live from around the world. From the moment the market opens until the closing bell sounds, Tiger TV has 8 different shows with expert hosts to help you make the right moves with your money. Watch online at TFNN.com or on TFNN's YouTube channel and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
Okay, folks, this is Apple, and, I'm just a pattern person. There's a 3 drive to a bottom pattern right here. Here's the gap up. That probably tells you that it's getting ready to go higher. You have a little tiny pullback here. I don't even know if it's 382 or not, but let's just try it for kicks and giggles. And the low today was almost exactly 382 on a $228 stock. The low was 28.48, and this was 28.01. Let's get rid of that and go back to something that you folks are probably interested in. We'll get rid of this, and let's move up here, and let's get our window straight so that I can see everything that I need to see and the things that I want to cover. All right, now let's move over here to the Nasdaq. This is the Dow Jones. The Nasdaq is we're above that number. We're hitting it right now. There it is, right now. We just hit it there. 78 was a number. It's trading at 20. It's right at this level right here. That's the exact 618. Now this is 21,580. If you're going to do this trade, you've got to risk 40 pips, $800. There's no way, and 40 is nothing in this market. You can see how quickly, you can run up pretty much. This move down, folks, it could have been orchestrated by someone that wanted to buy some stuff really cheap. And, they put out, believe it or not, they put out false stories all the time. They have for years and years. So be wary of this stuff when you're out there buying and selling, because watch the charts. If the charts are telling you that, yeah, maybe this is right, then go for it. But look, down here, it looked horrible. And now we're up 780 points, okay? You can't get anybody to buy it here, and everybody wants to buy it here. There's something wrong with that situation, at least from the way I'm looking at it. But anyway, that's what we're paying close attention to here this morning. Now, I do have another one that I'm watching real closely here, which is the gold market. Let me get this up here because we're coming into some real interesting spots here in gold. Let's get up here. And there's where we are with the gold. We had a 61% retracement here. It only lasted about, worth about $4 or $5. The amount of risk on that would have been nothing because you'd had your stop at break even. But as we're looking at this right now, this is another one that looks really interesting because there's where we are right now with the gold. It looks like gold is getting ready to go a little bit lower. So guess what? If you sold it up here, the number we were looking at was right where it's trading right now at 67. The high has been 69. You'd risk $3 on that. Okay, so that's all I'm doing is looking. All this is a time frame. This is a key time. You can see there was the time to watch it real closely, and there's where the sale came in right here, the secondary high. Whether that works or not, I don't know. All I know is that it's short-term basis, but you know what, folks? By golly, if you learn to do a couple nickel or dimers, you're not going to get hurt very much. Like even on this big move, it was great Monday morning when you come in there and see the S&P down 1,600. It doesn't feel so good, after it stops at the 618 in the middle of the night and then rallies all day and goes up and make new highs. But you don't stand in front of it when it makes new highs. When it breaks above those levels, that's when you have to get out and take a look at it. Look at the being long gold. Look at this. It's from this morning right here. There's your low right there. And where did that 382 come in at? Oh, no, I missed this one here. It misses the 382 here by $1. There's the 382 right there. And then it goes and keeps going. So that's trade with the trend. Play with the 382. That's it. Now, this trade right here is a valid trade because you're not risking very much. You're risking $3, and $3 is $300 on a contract that's worth $27,680. But look at this on the. I really believe, and I've said this before. I really believe. Get this daily chart up here. I think we're going above here. That's where I think we're going to make a new high. It's got a lot. The 4-hour chart tells me that. That not this one. Well, one of these charts. I got so many of them here. Which was it? The hourly? No. I did all the work on this. No. This is This is just a couple of days. It's got to be the weekly probably. Whereas I did the work. There it is, right here. Really strong probability that we're going to get above this level. The reason why I say that is quite simple. We had the big move here. We came down $250, folks. That was, guess what? 382 off this last big low right there. So that tells us, and we came back, and then we backing and filling here, and this tells us, look where we are. We're sitting right here. Now, I just said it's going to go higher and I'm short. Hey, it's no big deal. I'm risking $300. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But here is the pattern. Look at this. It's a really nice butterfly pattern. There's your high right here at 1801. Remember, we sold it there and had a $3 stop on that one. I remember that very clearly because people said, how can you do that? I don't know. I put the order in. Now, we go up to one more time here to make a little expansion here to say 127. We could get up here to 2842, making another new high. And watch that one very, very closely. So that's what I'm watching as I'm watching these things unfold here because I don't know where they're going to go. One thing I do know is how much I'm going to risk or how much I'm going to lose when I'm trading. That's why this stock market thing, I put a special report out. And the reasoning before that is the fact that by golly, the doggone things have a really strong probability of working. In fact, if this doesn't work, it'll be the first one that I've seen in my years of doing this. And I'm talking about all these planets that are lined up like ducks in a pond. And maybe the pond is frozen over. I don't know, but I'm going to wait and see to see what happens. After that big move down, I suggested the folks to stand aside because you don't know which ones it's going to stand at, and we'll see what's going on. Another spam call. Doggone it. Sorry, folks, let me turn that off. Get a lot of that stuff, even after the election. Sorry, folks. Slips out of my hand. Can't. We got Norm coming up a little bit. He'll give us some good ideas of what we've got going on here. And the good news is, folks, tomorrow we have Chinese New Year's, and then in another 7 or 8 weeks, we're going to have the spring equinox coming up here on March 21st, which will really be great. So that's one of the things that'll really be fun when the weather starts to get warm here. And, of course, the Palo Verdes will come in, and we'll see what's happening. Let's see. I didn't see anything crazy going on with the NASDAQ, so where did it go here? Oh, here it is right here. Let's see where we are. Hold on 1 second here. By golly, it worked for a second anyway. By gosh, look at that. It's worked for 20 points. Anyway, the high was 2184. We were looking for it to come in at 21578. So if you did that trade, real simple now, folks, you put your stop at your break-even point, which is right there, 21578. Just write that in there. Let's see if I can type it in. Hold on. 21578. Okay? And then you cover it when it gets down in this area right here. Now, that's being facetious and being a little bit of a joke, but right now it's got an $800 profit in it. So I know sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. That's the key to where we're watching. All right. I think that's about it. And then if you're into gold, just keep your stop working on that, and we'll get back to you after Norm is finished. 877-927-6648.
If you spend any time online researching trading techniques on how to begin your trading journey, you've no doubt come across many folks who push Forex trading as a way to make big money quickly. Unfortunately, there are equally as many stories of these so-called Forex professionals just looking to make a quick buck off aspiring traders without actually teaching the ins and outs of the Forex market. This is what sets Teddy Keckstack's The Tiger Forex Report off the riffraff. Every Monday, former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member and author Teddy Keckstack releases his Tiger Forex Report newsletter, where he dives into the complex world of Forex and takes time to actually teach you his methods that have made him so successful in the fast-paced and rewarding world of Forex trading. Furthermore, all subscribers receive access to archived live streams of Teddy's, where he provides university-level education to help you in Forex trading. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So what are you waiting for? Forex awaits.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento. A pro's pro with over 50 years of experience, Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
Are you ready to take charge of your financial future? TFNN is your gateway to the world of trading and investing. Whether you're starting out or scaling up, TFNN empowers traders and investors of all skill levels with top-notch investing systems, strategies, and techniques. It's time to protect and grow your money with insight you can trust. Join us live Monday through Friday during market hours for exclusive content that moves with the markets. At TFNN, we bring the trading floor to you. Our seasoned hosts are here to answer your calls and questions live on the air. Check out the Tiger's Den for just $1 and follow us on YouTube and become part of our vibrant community. And remember, at TFNN, we're so confident in the value we provide that we offer a 30-day money-back guarantee on all new premium newsletter subscriptions and services. You have absolutely nothing to risk, so why wait? Tune in live to Tiger TV and transform your trading journey, because when you know better, you invest better. Join us and experience the difference today. TFNN, educating investors. This portion of Trade What You See is brought to you by Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the direction. Visit Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Okay, we're back, folks, with Norm Winsky of Astro Trends, Naples, Florida. Please continue, my friend.
Hello, Larry. Thanks for having me on your show.
Our pleasure, my friend. Our pleasure.
Great. Okay, well, I was last on your show on January 13th. I had 5 cycle point forecasts and we're going to review those. This is how we learn what works, and and this is how we can forecast the future by studying the past. So anyway, the night of the AC, here's my notes. Please follow along on the notes. AC is after the close. Most of these things occur overnight because the trading day is only one day session, is only about a quarter of a day. And so this random distribution dictates that most of these things will occur when the market's not open. AC, after the close overnight. And then down here you have PM, obviously afternoon, but 4 out of the 5 are all overnight. All right, so we had a full moon in the sign of Cancer. Anytime we have a full moon or new moon, we look at financials, grains, precious metals, oil, and we're emphasizing silver because the full moon, which is the ruling body for silver, is in its ruling sign of Cancer. So it's like a double or triple whammy for silver. So there should be a high confidence that perhaps we got a good turn on silver. We'll see that in a few minutes. Then the afternoon of the 16th, we had a Venus cycle for cattle, copper, cotton, sugar, wheat. Then the night of the 17th, that's actually a weekend. The 17th was a Friday, so AC after the close over the weekend. Mercury aphelion. Aphelion means farthest from the sun. We'll look at corn, gold, soybeans, wheat. And then we had the night of the 23rd. That was last Thursday night into Friday. We had Pluto, apogee. That means when Pluto, relative to the Earth, is at its farthest point. And that's cocoa, copper, hogs, T-bonds. And then we also, over the night of the 23rd, we had heliocentric from the point of view of the sun, Mars entering the sign Leo. And we'll be looking at corn and gold for that. So here's the corn chart. Here's the moon right there. We look to do the trade. Look for the trade on the next, if it's overnight, the next morning's opening. And that didn't work. We got a red arrow there, indicating that you didn't have much of a chance to make any money. And there's a second one there. That was our Mercury cycle. Mercury is the grains. And that was 2 days early on the top. And so we got 2 misses, but over here, if you sold against that top on our, that was the, Mars into Helio, Mars into Leo, then you got a chance to make a short term, a little bit of money there, you see. Soybeans were a little friendlier. We only had 2 points for the beans. The moon was really good on the beans, as you see. If you sold there, you had a chance to make some nice money. I think it was about, if I remember right, about 30 cents. That looks about right, 25, 30 cents. And every penny is $50. Then back over here on our Mercury cycle, that did not work. And so we went 50-50 on the beans. Green is good, red is bad. Okay, wheat was really good. Wheat was really friendly. We got a nice top there on the wheat, on the moon. We went down for our Venus cycle, making a low there within a day. We went a little bit lower the next day, and then we're in the low area there when we had our Mercury cycle right there, and then it was rocket time straight up. Here, cattle had a pullback low here right on our Venus cycle, and then rocket time up. All these charts, by the way, were done last night, so I'm not up to date what's happening today. I did take a quick peek here before I went on with Larry. And cattle is back to the highs here, making new all-time highs. If you're a steak lover, you should go out and load up on your beef because prices are going to go a lot higher. Here's a cotton. Cotton had a nice pullback there on our Venus cycle and then rocketed up. That's every penny there is $500, and I think that was good for, let's see, 66.60 up to about 68.20, about 120 points or so. And so that's like, let's see, 500, maybe $600-800. And here's the sugar. It popped up into our Venus cycle and then pulled back down. Every penny in sugar is $1,120 is my recollection. And that's 1840. That was 80 points on that. And so that's about $1,000 there. And here's cocoa. That did not work, so we have a miss there. And hogs did not work. And so we have a miss there. Crude oil, if you sold there, it's this bar here. You dropped about $1.50, so that's $1,500. The bar looks small because of the huge moves there in the oil. Squished the bar there to make it look small, but actually that's $1,500 you're looking at there. Here's copper. This is beautiful. Look at that. You saw there. It went a little bit against you the next day, and then down, down, down. Copper is a beast. Every penny in copper is $250, and it's not unusual for it to move 5 to 10 cents in a day. So here's sugar. Here's the silver. I told you I was featuring silver when I was last on, and you can see we dropped right into the moon, and nice low there, and then right back up, and that was almost no heat, and so I gave that a bonus point there. You might have done 2 of those because it was a nice setup, and then it worked out really nicely. Here's gold pulled down into the full moon, and then you made a little short-term top there. This was good for, I think, 100 handles or more. Let's see, we got 28.80 up to 20, about 80 handles maybe. And I think this pull back here was good for about 30. And so that was pretty nice. S&P, we went 3 out of 4. If you sold here on the moon, they had a big drop there. These bars get squished when they had these huge moves. And so 28.80 down to, that's about 80 handles there. And if you pulled about on that pull back there, you did really well, as you might guess. That was like a 29.40 up to the next one, which was, that's about 60 handles there. And then, of course, if you sold on Thursday night, then let's say that would be over here. Oh, I got my arrow in the wrong place. Sorry about that. All right, the arrow should have been here. And then if you could hang in there, obviously you had the huge down on Monday. That green arrow should have been over here. I made a mistake. Sorry about that. All right, so then they got the bonds. Yeah.
Norman got to pay a few bills. Stay with us, please.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the opening call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento, a pro's pro with over 50 years of experience. Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
For traders who crave risk, Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs provide opportunities to magnify short-term perspectives with up to 3 times a daily leverage, utilize bull and bear funds from both sides of the trade, and trade through rapidly changing markets. These are highly leveraged ETFs with daily resetting designed for short-term trading, not long-term investing. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the Direxion. For up-to-date pricing and performance, go to Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
This program is brought to you by Vista Gold, traded on the NYSE American and TSX under the symbol VGZ.
Okay, folks, we're back. We're speaking with Norm Winsky of Astro Trends. Please continue, Norm.
Thank you, Larry. When we went to, just before we went to commercial, I thought I'd made a mistake on the S&P chart there with the green arrow on that one. I got my days mixed up. And in fact, that was right. We had the cycle over the 23rd. No, I'm confused now. 24th. Oh, yeah, we did have something over the 24th weekend there with change in trend due to the S&P with the, it was, you might like this, Larry, heliocentric. Saturn was square 90 degrees to Jupiter, the other way around. Jupiter's 90 degrees with Saturn, and we did have a change of trend there over the weekend. And so if you sold there on, I'm looking at I know why I'm confused. I'm looking at these dates for that chart. Here we need to look down here. So we did have a change of trend over the 23rd night, and we also had a change of trend here, but I didn't forecast. I don't think I had that one on my forecast, but we did have this one. And so if you sold there on Friday's opening and you hang in there, you see you didn't have hardly any heat at all, maybe 20 points is nothing on the S&P. And then if you held on for Monday's opening, you hit the jackpot because, as you know, Larry, from this close to that opening is about, I think it was about 140 handles, right, Larry?
No,
okay.
It was
so here's the bonds. What's that again, Larry?
That's 160 handles.
Oh, sorry about that. Okay, well,
it's
maybe
okay.
Good enough for government work, right? All right, here's the bonds down, down, down into the moon. That was the lamp. That's the low of the month right there. If you're looking at this stuff, you go, oh, Norm, I can't do this astrology stuff. Well, guess what? It doesn't get any simpler than we go and look up when's the new moon, full moon, and then the markets turn often right there. So, I reduce all this stuff. By the way, I have some more advanced stuff. I reduce everything to grade school level. If you made it through grade school, you're good with me. That's it. So anyway, here we go. So here's the low there, the bonds. Rally up. They have another pullback low here on my Pluto. Pluto has to do with the bonds. And there's another nice little pullback low there. And then rocketing up yesterday. And so you did quite well on the bonds. Here's the dollar. You can use some other technical indicators to confirm here. That's why I put the green line on there. You draw just a simple trend line for the dollar. It's going up, up, up. And that means as it rallies into the moon, we want to be looking to sell. And there you go, you're right there on the next day's opening. There's the moon overnight, and then you break the trend line, and you're right there, and you sell, and you can make some money. There you go. So if we add up the green arrows and the red arrows, you got 20 winners, 5 misses out of 25 for 80%. And by the way, let me just say that the most important factor in the markets, and I can prove it, is time. Time is everything If you have the right time, you'll have the right price. If you think you have the right price and you don't have the right time, you'll probably have a losing trade. Okay, so here we go. Here's something I showed last time, because it's that, I hope you don't mind, it's that time of the year when I do the fractal forecast in February. And so I showed you how 2 of them went last year. This is really simple. You don't need any advanced math, although if you Google fractals, they'll probably show you calculus. I have this reduced to where a 10-year-old could learn to do this in 10 minutes. So there we go. Here's the blue bars I did back in February 2024. This is for crude oil. And then I overlay the actual prices after the fact of the end of the year. And you can see the nice correlation there between crude oil and the forecast. There we go. Here was the forecast for the NASDAQ. And you see that worked out pretty nice too. The blue bars are the forecast. Black bars the actual prices. You can see that worked out well. And here's the deal. The great deal is, if you contact me, I'll give you this document for free. By the way, these charts I shrunk these by half. When I send you the actual document, they're full page, almost full page charts, so you can see them a lot better. And I'll give you a free 15 minute class on how to read these and how I do them. Okay, and then we got the 2025 model coming up, version coming up for 28 markets in February, usually about first or second week of February. I'll get that done. Here's what's coming up right away tonight. Tonight's the night, 28th after the close. We have a big cycle with the moon's north node is a mathematical point in space where the moon crosses, as the moon goes around the Earth, it crosses what's called the ecliptic. That's the highway that the planets travel around the sun. And that point of intersection is called a node. And then that's at 18, and that point, a mathematical point, travels in reverse through the zodiac in an 18.6-year cycle, and that's a very important cycle. It's, if you go and study, like Larry and I were in the Cycles Foundation there, and they have massive databases, and they showed that about 18 to 19-year cycle is a huge cluster there of all kinds of economic factors. So real estate prices are on the 18 to 19-year cycle. All kinds of different cycles, all on that cycle. And 1/12 of that, the zodiac is divided into 1/12 each for 12 signs of the zodiac. Now here you're going to love this, Larry. The moon's north node is fractal because it takes 18.6 years to go all the way around the zodiac. It stays in one sign for 18.6 months, and it moves 1 degree in 18.6 days. That's fractal stuff right there, because the fractal is, if you don't know what a fractal is, it's repeating patterns at different levels of order, and it doesn't get much better than that. So anyway, the moon's north node is connected to silver, and as it goes through the different signs, going to trigger different markets too. And so we'll be looking at coffee. By the way, coffee just went, I just looked at coffee before I went on the air here with Larry. I think coffee was up like 9 handles to a new all-time high. So I'm looking, I think in the next few days or two, you might be seeing a top there in coffee. Corn, gold, silver, sugar, wheat. Those are the markets we're going to be watching for that. And then also tonight, we have a new moon in the sign of Aquarius. And so our usual suspects are financials, grains, precious metal, soybean oil. And because in the sign of Aquarius, that's copper. And then the night of the 29th, that would be tomorrow night, the planet Uranus will be turning direct. You might have heard of retrograde. This is the opposite point of retrograde. This is direct. Uranus in Taurus has to do with cattle and cotton. And then because it's Uranus, that has to do with copper. Then over the weekend, over the end of the week here, at the weekend, we have Mercury apogee. Mercury is grains, corn, soybeans, wheat. And then also, I'm going to give you a sneak peek into February, over the night.
Norm, we got to go, buddy. We'll have you on again soon, but we'll have you on again soon. Thanks for giving that information. We'll be watching it closely. Thanks a lot, Norm.
If you're looking for potential trading setups in the stock market, then Rocket Equities and Options Report is a newsletter you should try. Tommy O'Brien delivers options and equity trades when the markets present them, using a combination of fundamentals and technicals. Sign up for Rocket Equities and Options Report today with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. For all the details and to start your subscription today, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento, a pros pro with over 50 years of experience. Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
Steve Rhodes started his trading career as a student almost 20 years ago, and the student has now become the master. Steve won the prestigious Timer of the Year award in 2018 and barely missed that mark again in 2019, finishing at number 2 for the year. An amazing accomplishment. Steve Rhodes is committed to sharing his techniques and knowledge with anyone who wants to learn, and he shares his vast amount of trading knowledge every day in his Mastering Probability newsletter. Steve's award-winning newsletter, Mastering Probability, is delivered every trading day with updates throughout the afternoon. Sign up for Steve's market newsletter, Mastering Probability, and you'll receive access to 7 of Steve's educational webinars absolutely free. At TFNN, all our newsletters come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have absolutely nothing to worry about. Visit TFNN.com and try Mastering Probability 30 days risk-free today. TFNN, educating investors.
TFNN has launched the Tiger's Den. Hosted at Discord, TFNN has been educating traders for more than 20 years with live programming hosted by a variety of professional traders during market hours. The Tiger's Den, available to all tigers and tigresses for just $1 for the year. There's no catch or added costs when you join our community of traders. Sign up today and become a part of this educational community of traders. Just visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV.
Okay, folks, the NASDAQ that we were looking to sell there at 21,575 came all the way down. It had 50 handles in it, which is a pretty nice run. Right now, you only have a 25 handle. What I would do here is you can take your $500 profit right here, or you can put your stop at 21,560 and lock in $300. That's what I would do. Now, this is just a 1-minute chart showing you the market going up and down. So to be real safe, you could put your stop here, 21555. That would lock in 20 points, which of course is $400 in the NASDAQ, and that would be a very nice move. There's one other one that I'm going to spend more time on in the video tonight, and that is this one here in silver. This is absolutely perfectly symmetrical chart, folks. Look at this chart. You got ABCDs. Look, you got your head and shoulders pattern right here. The market comes down, makes another ABCD to the downside, just absolutely spot on. And look what we're doing right now. Just got to draw it this way, Larry. There's your ABCD right to the bottom right here. And then as you're looking at it right now, we are making a Gartley pattern in a bear market. Let's just get that out of the way because you can draw it. There's your high. Well, we should go from the real high because I think that's almost exactly a 382 on this hourly chart. That's right back here. So there's your X leg right there. There's your A leg, B leg, C leg. And where are we? We are right at 50% is where we are right now. And there's your ABCD move right here. With course, gold moving a little bit higher, that's why we're at that spot. So this is just nothing more than a 2-day rally in a bear market so far. But remember, gold's getting ready to take these levels out, so that's what you want to pay attention to. So live every day in an attitude of gratitude, and may God bless, and try to do something nice for your neighbors, folks. You got to pay it forward because we're only on this planet once. So we'll see you on the flip side tomorrow, and may God bless.